Hey, good morning, Loan Depot. Well, it's day 4 of our stay-at-home order. It might take a while to get used to this. Until we do, I'll be offering up video guidance like this as often as possible to give you direction on where we are going and how to get by with the best tips I've got. So first of all, market update, and my apologies, I'm going to read some of this from updates I've received this morning already. Just as expected, we continue to see disruptions in the market as a result of the coronavirus. Our work does not stop, thank God, but it's changing and it'll continue to change, not the least of which is the following. The private mortgage-backed security market has collapsed. That market is largely the liquidity that's provided to fund jumbo loans and non-QM loans. Uh, those products are presently suspended as of today, and we'll see our pipeline declined. No further bond locks or originations. Very similar. It's very unreliable that those funds will be available, and if we fund those loans and we have got no home for them, that can be very expensive. In fact, I've seen it destroy many companies. Any all loans that are locked without a clear path to approval. Tough loans, loans you don't have a solution for. It's a wing and a prayer. We're not sure we're going to get there. Those locks cost money to hedge to keep that lock in place. These loans will need to be canceled or withdrawn. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac has provided some good news, and we, had discussed this on Friday, and so they're providing us guidance with more details to follow on RON, Remote Online Notary. That's where literally your consumers could sign with a notary online. This is likely to become the wave of the future prior to the e-close, where they can just do it on their own behalf. Property inspection waivers, that's coming. Drive-by appraisals, something similar like this where the interaction doesn't have to take place. They don't have to go into the property. And then, of course, VOEs. Many of you have already discussed that with me, and of course, we will continue to address this. But we're expecting positive guidance on this, and so expect more details to follow. And then I would suggest to you that if you haven't done so already, you review your pipeline for all of those products that are being suspended. And you will either, one of two things need to take place. You'll either need to define a solution and offer that up, or determine that there is no solution and get that loan out of the pipeline. If you need help in creating those pipelines and segregating those products, please let me know. Happy to help. So there may be additional updates as we go throughout the day, but that's the latest. In terms of a mental health tip, if you're like me, you have some good days and you have some bad days, right? And so you may notice that when you're immersed in solving a problem, you feel better. So I would challenge you to do what is suggested in a book I read, The Daily Drucker. I've had this book for 15 years probably. It's a daily book, and it has tips, corporate tips and management tips and leadership tips, and often I will refer to it for good advice. And the advice that comes from Peter Drucker, probably the preeminent management thinker of all time. This guy's incredible, and more details from this book and some future videos. But yeah, after an interview, what he said to the reporter as he was leaving to be dropped off here in Claremont. He died here in Claremont. He was part of the Claremont Colleges for many, many years, Claremont Graduate School. Just said, just go out and make yourself useful. That's the best thing we can do today, is stay focused on things that make us useful to our consumers, to our partners, and to the company. That will allow you to maintain some mental stability. Focusing on the news will not. Don't go OCD on the news. It's a rabbit hole. It just goes on and on and on. And I would challenge you to stay focused on your health, stay focused on separation from people to keep your exposure down, and not just for your purposes, but for those around you. Keep your exposure down. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. There's many, many tips that you can find online, and we have enough exposure already, so you need to minimize that. So go out and make yourself useful today. Focus on today. Do everything you can to bring solutions to your consumers. If you want to talk, just pick up the phone. Call me up. I'm happy to talk to you, and I'm feeling grateful today that our company is positioned where it is, because I want you to think about this. It has been challenging to adopt and embrace all this technology for the last couple of years, but I can assure you, I've heard many things about organizations that are struggling through this, and the benefit we have for having paid that ultimate price of investing in technology is that, okay, we're prepared to get through this and remain employed and continue to help our customers. And that's a good thing. Stay positive. I want to hear from you. Your feedback's great. Thank you. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.